boards now.
Okay, so this is Morgan, our team captain, and she's getting ready for her first tumble, which is a double backflip in the tucked position. So that is a very high value part. She gets extra credit and bonus for doing that move at Island Games. Morgan was the only person in the whole competition, men and women, to do a double backflip on floor, and she won the gold medal on the floor routine. And once again, Morgan gets bonus points for doing that because she connected 2 flips in a row. First one was just a regular flip, and the second one had a 1.5 twist to it. So again, very, very high value. Just working through her dance parts right now. Getting ready for her third tumble. So this time she goes forward and does a full twisting flip and a high level dance move there. Straddle jump with a full turn. Just finishing up with her choreography and a big finish, almost off the floor. Very well done from Morgan Beckles.
Gemma is doing a routine with ball. And as you can see, she has incredible flexibility and amazing control. Watch for her flexibility. There's a scale. An illusion. Nicely done. A needle scale. Now that's the way a leap should look. We're hoping that Jenna is going to be able to come in and train artistic gymnastics with us so that some of our athletes can learn the grace and flexibility that she obviously possesses. Another split leap. Notice that her legs go beyond the 180 split. All right. All right. Very good. Well, that's about it from Southside St. David's.
She's the coach for us at Whitney. She's one of our volunteer
turn
coaches.
the mic
so
back
she was
over.
there at 8:30 in the morning setting up and coached all day and then came down to do that. So another round of applause for Gemma. Very, very nicely done.
There you go. So 3, 2, 1, rolling.
Yeah, so we have Gemma Lightbourne here. Gemma, can you just tell us about your skill?
Well, I'm a rhythmic gymnast, and rhythmic gymnastics is just flexibility, leaps, and pivots, and balances, and everything. And you do stuff with equipment, in like ball, clubs, ribbon, hoop, and then younger ages you do free routines. So that's about it.
That actual sport seemed to take a lot of concentration. Is concentration something that's trained into you?
Not really, but most of the time kind of, because you need to focus a lot to make sure that you get all of your elements proper and done during competitions.
And I hear now that you're helping out coaching with the girls. How do you find that?
Well, I coach with the little girls and boys, and they can be a bit crazy to handle for my first coaching experience for artistic. It's really crazy, but it's new to me and I really like it.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you back in Bermuda working with the Bermudian girls and boys, and look forward to interacting with you more in the future.
I think what you're going to see is she's going to come over and spend some time with us here in St. David's. I feel that she has the ability to kind of have a foot in either side of rhythmic and artistic gymnastics. I know she would look great on floor and balance beam. So we're hoping to help her train and get her feet reconditioned, so to speak, and be a part of what we do here at St. David's. We're lucky to have her.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Duke, just closing out today, what's your overall views on the girls' performances and the upgrading of the gym?
Well, this time of the year, it's a shock to their system to compete. They did Island Games in early July. Sydney had Commonwealth Games, Junior Commonwealth Games in September. And then you have this gap of time where you've got to let them cool down a little bit, but then keep their strength up. And then after that, then you have to add their endurance. Along those same lines, our sport changes every 4 years with every Olympiad. So we're already looking at the skills that are going to be devalued and upgraded for 2012 to 2016. So, you know, in a sport like football, which you know, the ball is pretty much the same, the pitch is the same, the goals are the same. For us, every 4 years, they say, no, this is too easy. You got to make it 3 twists and 2 flips instead of 1 flip and 1 twist. So with that in mind, we've got to balance a lot of things. And here on this island, there are so many different things for our children to be involved with. You'll see many parents have their children. I'm sure you remember this. You have after-school activities, music lessons. You've got boyfriends. You got to work everything all into that mix, and yet you still have to keep them on track. So right now, we use this event as a way of springboarding into our season. And I think what you saw tonight was incredible turnout. Remember, most people don't want to drive so far from the West End to St. David's because that's a long way. I could tell you some stories about Jenny Wright, who was a gymnast here, and that's how I got introduced to Bermuda. We used to drive 3.5 hours, train for 2, and drive 3.5 hours home. And that was every week. So,
and what are some of our goals and targets for this season and the future?
This is an odd year again because we're in between Island Games. And, you know, we've got competitions that are going to require us looking at USAG scoring system and also FIG scoring system, which Abby brings in. So with that, you've got to look at what athletes you think need to be prepared for any type of international event that might be coming up. We're getting to a point now where Sydney and Tabitha and a couple of the other younger girls, Zante, they're actually old enough now to participate in some of the international events. And it's important for us to make sure that they have the right skills in order to put them out in front of international judges. So we're looking at that. We're also looking at, we're immensely tied into this Island Game competition in 2013. Our girls want to be so good that when the other teams come in and see us, they know that we've won before we've even started. I'm seeing more and more of our girls starting to develop that competitive instinct. You know, everybody thinks that we have an island mentality, and what you're starting to see with a great facility like this, and then a TV showing up and having good music and a great facility, the expectations are we're going to take and live up to what we now have. And I really believe that you're going to see in the next few years, Bermuda will turn out a world-class vaulter because we are strong runners, very explosive, very powerful. With this new pit now, they can do the multiple flips and twists safely. Tonight was such an interesting moment. When we started this off, the girls hadn't vaulted in 6 weeks, and They don't normally vault onto a hard surface. For them to run down and just pop these vaults that, like, we were like, where did this come from? And it was the excitement, it was the drama of being involved with this type of an event. And it brought out the best in our kids, from the littlest little one all the way up to Morgan Beckles. So I think you're seeing a glimpse of what we can really do. I look forward to us perfecting a lot of the skills that you saw tonight. And I really believe that by 2013, we are going to be one heck of a team. You know, it's a tight time for monies on this island, and every penny is being watched very carefully. I think it's important that people recognize that we have to help ourselves first. Government has been there for us. The Minister of Education has been to many of our events over the years. We need that support. They don't necessarily have to provide the monies, but they're seeing us and sending us little notes saying, you know, you're doing a great job, keep up the good work. Things like that are very meaningful to us. We post them on our boards. Our girls see that, and they feel like Bermuda's behind them. And, you know, when a minister can take time out of their tough schedules and sit through a 2.5, 3 hour event like this with everybody crammed in here, it goes to show you that their hearts are in the right place, and we appreciate that greatly.
All ages, all sports, all Bermuda. Sports Now.